Let's look at another command from the group of commands for creating dynamic slices. The command is called Slice by Polyline, Depth. Let's look at this building from the side. We're going to work with this wall. Let's keep only one wall. As an example, we'll draw the contours of the windows. To use this command, you must first draw a polyline along the facade of the building where the slice line is created. To draw a three-dimensional polyline, you can use the AutoCAD command Snap to a Point Cloud. However, this is not very useful, because this command does not allow you to precisely define the surface on which the drawing is made. We will use the VEGA command, Polyline by Point Cloud. It gives us a precise indication of where to draw. For example, my pointer is now on the surface of a building, and if I move it to the glass of the window, the size of the circle and the value of V will change. 2 points are enough to define a flat surface, but since this building is old, in order to detect changes in the surface, we will make many vertices when drawing the polyline. This will give us the opportunity to get an accurate slice of the wall surface. Let's look at our building from the top. Let's change the transparency. We can see the slice line of the building drawn on the wall surface. Let's change the transparency again. Let's use the Slice by Polyline Depth command. We need to select a polyline and a point cloud. The parameters are the same as in other commands for creating dynamic slices. We will create the slice using the world coordinate system. Set the width of the slice to 1 centimeter. Define the outer and inner boundaries of the slices. The number of slices is defined as the distance from the outer to the inner boundary of the slice divided by the width of the slice. Let's change the view and run the Browse Dynamic Point Cloud Slices command. When using the browser with this type of dynamic slices, it is very convenient to select the Browse Dynamic Point Cloud Slices type as Current Slice Only. We can erase the polyline as we just won't need it anymore. Let's select the slice we need to draw the window contours. Let's look at the wall from the side. Using the same command for drawing a polyline on the point cloud, we can draw the contour precisely and accurately. Note that when you use this command, you cannot specify a point that is not on the point cloud. Therefore, you cannot make a mistake. The drawing accuracy depends on the width of the slice and the quality of the point cloud. If the point cloud is good, the slice width can be set as low as 1 millimeter. Let's look at our building from the side. In order to restore the point cloud to the state without slices, we use the command Turn on all dynamic point cloud slices. This command can also be used when we are on a slice with no points. The point cloud is not visible, and we have left the Browse Dynamic Point Cloud Slices command. Even if the point cloud is not visible on the screen, this command will restore its status without slices. You can also use Slice by Polyline command to create slices on curved surfaces. Let's look at a slice for this wall. Let's draw a polyline on this curved surface. To see it better, let's change the transparency. The closer the vertices of the polylines are to each other, the more accurate the slice will be. This is especially important when creating slices on curved surfaces. Switch to the top view. Change the transparency. We see our polyline drawn on the surface of the wall. Run the command. We run the Browse Dynamic Point Cloud Slices command and select the Current Slice Only option. Pay attention. Now we don't see the points of the point cloud on this slice. To restore the point cloud to the state without slices, without leaving the command, you need to use the Reset Visibility option. If we leave the command and don't see the point cloud, it's no big deal. Let's see what we should do in this case. Exit the command. To return the point cloud to the unsliced state, let's run the command, turn on all dynamic point cloud slices. Let's run the command and take a look at our slices. By selecting the next option, we will find the slice we want to work on. Now we use the command polyline by point cloud to draw the contour. The VEGA program has a very interesting workflow that allows you to make slices on rounded surfaces with millimeter accuracy. A separate video will be dedicated to this workflow.